Mwahaha.
This doesn't need an intro.
No, it needs an intro. Mwahaha. Hello and welcome to the workshop. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate you very, very much. If you are new to the channel or you have not already done so, feel free to subscribe. We upload a brand new video because I guess we can't say every single day anymore because it hasn't actually been every single day.
Well, it's almost every single day, but it also hasn't been that either.
Almost is, there's a gray area there.
Big time gray area.
We upload a lot of sneaker videos, so if you are into sneakers, you have come to the right place. I can promise you that. If you are looking for me outside of YouTube, you can connect with me on Twitter and Instagram at Mr. Fomer Simpson. And if you enjoyed today's video, please hit that thumbs up button. It really does go a long way. It's a small gesture, but it really is a big gesture because it helps the channel continue to grow. I looked at you for some moral support back there and I got nothing.
No, I was going to say the same thing.
It is.
It's a large gesture.
It's a large but small but large gesture. And then the last thing, the last formality, uncivilizedstore.com. That is where Buckets, who is behind the camera, and myself, that is where we sell our uncivilized clothing. I'm wearing a hoodie today, and very often here on the channel, you will see me rocking uncivilized stuff because listen, if you don't believe in yourself, nobody else will. Buckets. Anything to add, or are we jumping into this? Maybe I should give a little disclosure, a little preamble, if you will.
Big time preamble.
Let's do it. I love making these list videos every year. It's something that I put a lot of time into. It's a lot harder to narrow down 10 sneakers than people might think. But keep in mind, these are just my opinions. You might agree with some, you might disagree with some, you might even hate some. That's the nature of any list, really, whether it's music, whether it's sneakers, whether it's anything. There are also several pairs of sneakers that probably could and maybe should be on this list, but for whatever reason, I have not gotten a pair in hand. I was not able to buy a pair. I was not able to obtain a pair, like the New Balance Protection Pack. I love those. Or the Ronnie Fieg Gel Light 5 Salmon Toe. But without being able to touch the sneaker and have them in hand, I just cannot put it on a list. And then there are other pairs like the M.A. Leon Dore 550 or the Yeezy 700 Sun. I love those. Even the bright blue 700, but those are just new colorways to sneakers that, or models I should say, that I really loved last year, so I'm not gonna have them on this year's top 10 list. But I don't know, maybe throw those in like, what, buckets? Honorable mention?
Honorable mention.
There you go. Anyway, I just wanted to give some insight on how I made this list. The criteria is that I've had them in hand, of course, my own personal taste, but also the impact they had, how they resonated with other people that I saw, and something that you'll hear me say a lot in this video is the storytelling and everything that goes into the sneaker, which is something that I value a lot. So with all that said, all that out of the way, Buckets, speak now or forever hold your peace.
Got nothing to say.
Let the listage commence. Number 10. The Saquon Barkley Nike Air Trainer 3. I know a lot of people are gonna hate this pick. I apologize, I'm sorry. I do love these though, and I just had to have them on the list. I think it's a beautiful colorway, and the Air Trainer 3 is a timeless look in my opinion. There are also some really cool details, from the green Velcro to the eye black over the Nike swoosh, the little mini swoosh embroidered up front. It's not the most comfortable sneaker, I will say that, but it's a very, very cool look. And like I said, I had to have them in my top 10. Number 9, the Joe Fresh Goods New Balance 990 V3 Outside Close. This is a beautiful sneaker. Joe Fresh Goods is amazing. That goes without saying at this point. I love everything that he's doing, from the clothing to the sneakers. Just an incredibly creative dude. Now for me, these are not quite up there with the pair that he did last year, just as far as the colors go, but they are still really, really good. I dig the green and the blue and the whole outside close theme. It's something that I can really relate to. Not to mention the 990 might be my favorite New Balance model of all time. Buckets, I want to say the 990 is your favorite.
Probably I'd have to look at it before I make such a huge statement.
Okay. It's a great sneaker, and Joe Freshgoods did a great job. Number 8, the AMamunir Jordan 1. Now, the storytelling alone makes these great. It's a Jordan 1, which is about as good as it gets anyway. So you add the message and the details on these, and it's a home run. It really is. I'm not sure anyone had a better year in sneakers than James Whitner and AMamunir. And these have burgundy in them also, which is, again, just a bonus. Some of you may know burgundy is my favorite color. Burgundy boys, gang, gang, gang. I think some people were disappointed that this was not suede, but I actually think the cracked leather is going to age really well, especially as you wear them. And again, with the storytelling thing, it fits much better into that than suede would have. So I think these are absolutely perfect the way they are. It is an awesome sneaker. Number 7, the Nike SB Dunk Low What the P-Rod. I know the what the theme has been done a lot over the years, but there's something about these that just feels awesome. It's probably not the most wearable sneaker compared to some of the other pairs on this list. I know it's a really loud colorway, but the execution on these is amazing, from the different colors to the different materials. I just think they're dope. There are a few other SBs that I actually considered at this spot. The Carpet Company Nike SB Dunk High, I love those. I was really close to having those here. The Scream Green Supreme pair, it was very hard for me to keep those off the list too, but ultimately I give this pair just the slightest of edges, just the slightest. Number 6, the Jordan 11 Cool Gray. These need no introduction. I know it's a retro, even though we have not seen them since 2010, so that's a decade. That's over a decade. And I know for some people, retros don't deserve to make a top 10 list. I get it, I do, but come on. It's the Cool Gray 11. There's zero chance these were not going to be in my top 10. The Jordan 11 is such an iconic sneaker, and there are so few colorways of the Jordan 11, especially the Jordan 11 High, compared to a lot of other Jordan retros or models, that I think it's in a different league in a lot of ways. Buckets, we've talked about this before, just how saturated some of the retro models are. And I feel like with 11s, especially with, 5 colorways? You got the Concord, the Space Jam, the black and red pair, the Columbia, and the Cool Gray.
That's the top 5.
Those are the top 5 Jordan 11. So like I said, I know this is the second time they've retroed. We don't know when they're gonna retro again, but I just could not leave this pair off the list. I mean, look at that patent leather. Mutabella. Number 5. The Off-White Jordan 2 Low in white and red. First off, rest in peace to Virgil, an absolute legend. What he accomplished in sneakers over just a few years span is really kind of unparalleled. Maybe Buckets, maybe Kanye is up there, but Virgil just did so much in such a short amount of time. He had the 50 dunks that he did this year. Those could be on the list. He also did the University Gold Air Force One, which could very well be on this list. I love that pair. But the reason I picked these is, well, there are a few reasons. Because number 1, it made someone like me, who doesn't even normally like the Jordan 2, like the Jordan 2, and with him gone now, this being his last piece of footwear, this being his last gift to us, I do think that that bumps them up some. And then, me personally, I just love that aged, vintage, kind of dig in the archives kind of aesthetic. I talk about that all the time here on the channel, but these really embody that, from the crushed and crumbled midsole to the Michael Jordan signature on the side to the white and red classic colorway. These just feel Buckets. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Number 4, the Pata Nike Air Max 1 Monarch. Full disclosure, I am a huge Air Max guy. I love Air Max, I always have, but I just think what Pata was able to do with these is really cool. They put their own spin on a super classic sneaker, and that's really not an easy thing to do, because it's like, hey, why are you changing something as perfect as the Air Max 1? Hey, buddy, cool it, relax. But they did that with these, and they did a very good job at that. So I think this is one of those sneakers. There's not a ton of storytelling in these. It's just one of those really wearable sneakers. It's a cool colorway. It's a classic sneaker. It's got kind of a new tweak, and all those things, boom. They, what's the word I'm looking for?
Come together.
They come together. I need a fancier word. Conglomerate?
Amalgamation.
Amalgamation is the one I was looking for. It's a beautiful amalgamation. Number 3, the Salehi Bembury Water Be the Guide New Balance 2002R. These have really grown on me a lot. I liked them when they released back in June, but I love how unique they look, from the materials to the colors. It's just a sneaker that catches your eye. The long-haired suede, the premium peanut butter leather on the tongue. These things are really, really good. And he did it on a model, or a silhouette, I should say, that really was not that popular. I had never owned a pair of these before this sneaker, and so I think whenever a designer can give us a sneaker that gets us really excited, and it's not something that's already popular. Like, of course, we all love the Jordan 1, we all love the Air Max 90, but to be able to do it on this silhouette, I just think, it's a couple extra bonus points is all I'm saying.
Brownie points.
Sure. Number 2, the Nike Air Max 90 Bacon. This would honestly be my number 1 sneaker of the year if it were not a retro. Granted, this is the only time it's ever retroed, and who knows if it will ever retro again. But this is like a holy grail sneaker for me. If you know me, you know what this sneaker is for me. The Air Max 90 Bacon, quite simply, it's one of my favorite sneakers of all time. I'm talking about like ever, ever, ever. The red, the pink, the brown, the cream. Just an amazing piece of footwear. And the more I love a sneaker, the more I tend to wear them. And man, have I worn these. I mean, Buckets, you can confirm. I have 4 pairs of these. 2 of them, Buckets, already completely trashed. I have ran them into the ground, and I almost never buy multiple pairs of the same sneaker anymore. That lets you know how much I love these. It's just, oh man, these get me going. I love this sneaker. Number 1, the Jordan 3 AMamunir. This is a popular opinion. I think it's probably the consensus number 1 pick as far as sneaker of the year goes. I've seen it a bunch. I've seen people calling it the sneaker of the year for months now, but I gotta agree. I just don't think there was a better sneaker this year. I wore them. Again, going back to that wearing the sneaker thing, for me, that's a really good gauge. And I wore these from the day I got them. Even now, I wear them damn near daily. They are in my rotation. The storytelling, the materials, the quality, all of it is top tier. Not to mention, I think the Jordan 3 might be the best Jordan model of all time. Again, a personal opinion, but these just have such a classy, premium feel, and they did it without a super loud colorway. They did it without elephant print on the Jordan 3, which is, again, tweaking something as classic as the Jordan 3. Buckets, you think about the Jordan 3, you think about elephant print.
Big time.
Without that, they were able to make these, they just feel luxurious. You put these on and you're just like, wow, I'm a very fancy individual.
Distinguished.
Very distinguished. So this is my number 1 pick. I think it is the perfect sneaker. And there you have it. The top 10 sneakers of 2021. The best sneakers of the year, according to me, I guess. I am not an expert. I'm just a dude who likes sneakers, and Buckets, I guess we hit record and I share my opinion on said sneakers. But keep in mind, with sneakers, like Buckets, you said you would have some of these probably on your list, but you don't co-sign others, I guess.
Well, I'd have a different order in a lot of situations, but about half of them I'd have on my list.
Okay. Point being that all of us have different opinions. Like I said, I did try to factor in impact and how they resonated with other people and all of that stuff. But at the end of the day, taste is a very personal thing. So just keep that in mind. You may like some of these picks, you may not like some of these picks. Leave a comment below and let us know. Which picks do you agree with? Which picks do you disagree with? What did we leave off the list? What do you think is the best sneaker of the year? Or what do you think are the 10 best? Leave a comment below and let us know. Always love to hear from you. I will not be able to answer every single comment, but we do read them all and I will answer as many as I am able to. So, man, another year in the books. 2021 went fast.
I think it went like halfway fast.
Really? So you're not agreeing with anything from me today. I think it was the fastest year of my life, 2021. Was 2021 a better year than 2020 in sneakers?
I would say no.
I guess I would say no as well. I think I liked last year a little bit better. Leave a comment below. Let us know. Always love to hear from you. Thank you for watching. You are very, very appreciated. We will be back tomorrow, mañana. Same time, same place, right here at the workshop with a brand new sneaker for your head top. Wait, Buckets, we probably won't be back tomorrow.
Couple days.
Couple days. But we will be back soon with more sneakers. Anything to add?
Thank you guys for
a great year.
a great year.
There it is. 2021 in the books, or almost in the books anyway. Adios.